Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday, July the 7th energy mantra for today. So, today's energy mantra is I am aligned with my heart and the heart of all creation. Again, today's energy mantra is I am aligned with my heart and the heart of all creation. So today's energy mantra is a wonderful invitation for us to continue. Morning, Shirley. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Is a wonderful reminder for us to continue to recalibrate and come back in to the heart. And when we talk about this, when we talk about going into the heart, centering ourselves in the heart, aligning with our heart, what we're really talking about, we're not talking about aligning with emotions, because remember, what are emotions? They are nothing more than guideposts to tell us when we are thinking with love and when we're not thinking with love. So we don't necessarily want to align with those. What we do want to align with is love. And love is not just an emotion. Love is the essential essence of who and what we are. And when we connect with that, when we connect with that heart space, when we connect within that space, that is when we begin to recognize and see who we truly are. And we realize our divine connection to the divine. We realize how we are connected to the infinite intelligence that is all around us and within us. And so that's why today we want to align to the best of our abilities with our hearts. And that means doing a check-in every now and then throughout the day, really checking in with your heart, checking in with your spirit. Now, I may say heart, but what I was told by my guides or by my guidance was that the reason we go to the heart, or the reason that, we rely on the heart, is because the heart is the symbol that we have made as the symbol for love. That's the symbol of emotion. That's kind of where we've put that. We've said, so that's why we always go to the heart, because that's really, if we look at it, that's the center of where we have placed love. And that's why we go to the heart, to check in with the truth of who we are. Because once we check in with the truth of who we are, once we truly get into that, we get inspiration. And from that inspiration, we take action. And it is an inspired action. It's not just, this is what I have to do, or even this is what I should do. It's more like, this is what I feel guided to do. And I don't necessarily know what to do afterwards, but I know in this moment, this is what I'm going to do. And so we check in with our hearts today. And the simplest way in which to do that is just take 3 deep breaths. On the last breath, you let out that deep sigh sound. So it would basically be just allowing your whole body to relax, placing your hand either over the middle of your chest or over your actual heart. It doesn't matter which one you use. And then simply asking, what does my heart say? Or just saying, I'm checking in with who am I aligning with, or what am I aligning with in this moment? And that's just what we do throughout the day, checking in, going back to alignment. Okay, am I aligned? And we know that we're aligned with love when we're having those thoughts and those emotions that are happy, that are joyful. Good morning, Karen. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. When we're happy, when we're joyful, that's how we know that we are in alignment with love. Because we're happy, we're joyful, we're having loving thoughts about ourselves, about the world, about other people. I was actually reading yesterday It's a book called A Course in Miracles Yoga, and it lists a whole bunch of things. But the chapter I was reading yesterday was on the correlation between the Course and the Kabbalah. And one of the distinctions that they made was that both the Course and the Kabbalah ask you to let go of logic. And I know for the society that we currently live in, logic and knowledge are very highly prized. And it's like, oh, the more you know, the more, we could say, what is the word I'm looking for? The more you know, and the more knowledge you possess, the higher up you seem to be, or the more you are praised for what you know. But what we want to begin to do is, it's okay to know things. It's okay to study things. But what we want to do is, we don't want to let our knowledge control us. We want to be willing to say, okay, even though logic may tell me this, I'm willing to continue to move forward regardless. Because there have been times when I have gotten guidance and it makes no logical sense, but I take the guidance and I get, something beautiful, something wonderful. I take another step along my path that I didn't even know I was going to take. And one of the best examples of that I can give you is, I was sitting in a doctor's office a couple of years ago with my mom, and she had gone back to go see the doctor. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, I get this guidance to go talk to the other lady, the only other person in the doctor's office, and that I needed to tell her that, her brother appreciated something that she had done before he had passed. That makes no logical sense. I don't know this person. I have no connection to this person, nothing. But that was the guidance, and I followed it. And in the end, this woman got a beautiful healing, and I got a beautiful confirmation of, continuing to follow guidance. But we do it from the heart space. And when we do it from the heart space, what you're going to notice is that it's not that you become dumb. It's not that you become, living in a fantasy world. When you align your heart and your mind to love, you become the presence of the alternative in every situation that you may find yourself in. You become the creative solution to where there was no possible way of figuring it out, to a way of figuring it out, because you are not bound by logic. You are instead expansive and connected to the all that is. That's the beauty that happens when you align yourself with your heart. So today, do several check-ins. Maybe do it, once this morning after you after you finish watching, do a check-in. Then maybe you do it again at lunch. Maybe then you do it again at your second break. Maybe you do it again at snack, or whatever the case is. But do it often today. Check in often today. Align yourself with love today. And you can see when you're not by the thoughts that you are having. You can see if you are aligned with love by the thoughts that you're having. Because remember, your emotions, whatever you're feeling, they are guideposts to tell us when we're thinking with love and when we're not. So that is today's energy mantra and invitation. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for being here. And if you are interested in finding out more about me or more about my services, or to have free resources, you can, of course, go visit awakeningmiracles.com. For those of you that are on YouTube or Instagram, if you would like more inspiration or tools for today, please come back at 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m. to my Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/simplyintuitive. Thank you again for tuning in and becoming the presence of the alternative for not only yourself, but for all the world.